Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. I am sorry about the wind noise. I know it's probably pretty bad for you guys. The wind's just been constant all day. Just got off work, so I literally only have a couple hours to try to catch a fish. I mean, this wind's blowing consistently 15 miles an hour. So we definitely got plenty of wind on the water. We're gonna throw a spinnerbait and hopefully run into a couple fish. I'm trying to put a video together for you guys. I've been trying to, I know my last video I told you guys I'm trying to be consistent about my videos. I know a while back someone said they love my videos, but the only thing they don't like about it is my inconsistency. So I'm trying to make it a point to post every Wednesday. So here we are. We're gonna try to catch a couple fish today. Only got a couple hours, so hopefully get one or two. I'll be pretty stoked about it. But I'm gonna pick up a spinnerbait and make a lot of casts and hopefully get one or two. All right, here we go. I'm throwing a spinnerbait, gold and silver blade. It's not quite the size I want. It's a 3/8 ounce. Wish I had a half, but this one's gonna have to do. I'm gonna fish pretty much 0 to 10 foot, and I'm gonna be fishing on the bank. So this wind's blowing right into this bank. I can actually see a mud line, so I'm hoping we can get a couple fish on this bank. So like I said, I only got a couple hours to kind of fish, so let's hopefully we catch one. I mean, this bank looks perfect for it. You know, they got that mud line. It's leading back to a pocket. Hopefully, hopefully we can catch a decent spotted bass today. I wouldn't be mad if I caught a largemouth either. You know, one thing I gotta note is the water is coming up, and so I'm hoping these fish are gonna pull up right to the bank. I mean, the water temp is 59, 58 degrees, so that's perfect water temp for these fish to be in total pre-spawn. So I'm hoping, you know, with me covering water pretty quick, I can run across, you know, run across one or two. This water has a beautiful stain to it. So I think I have the perfect color spinnerbait on. I got a little bit of Chartreuse, got a little bit of blue, got some white, silver and chrome and gold blade, double willow leaf. I'm hoping I can run across one. I mean, this water tip is setting up right. This water clarity is setting up right. I don't know, leading back to a pocket. Wind's blowing in here, kind of wrapping around this corner where the wind's kind of stopped blowing. So I probably should get on the other side there, so I'm gonna fish pretty quick around in this pocket, get to this other side, because I think that's where I'm gonna catch him, where that wind is blowing the hardest into the bank. So I'm gonna speed up and get through this pocket. All right, I'm gonna switch it up. It's not as much wind as I would like in this pocket. I don't want something loud and flashy. I'm actually going to switch over to the Swimbait. This is just a custom, that's all it is a Keitech. I made it a line through. It's actually a pretty sweet bait. I've actually caught a handful of fish on it. It has gnarly head wobble to it. Just it freaking kicks nice. So I'm going to fish this pocket in and out with this Swimbait. Hopefully get a big largemouth that's pulled up in this pocket that's getting ready to do its thing. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I caught a spot either, but and all this color is this, I think, sexy shad. I added eyeballs. Like I said, I put a straw through it and made it a line through. And hopefully you guys can hear me with this wind. The wind's blowing right into the camera. Added a couple nail weights to kind of get it down a little bit. I'm throwing this on a 7/8 or 7/8 cranking rod. It's actually pretty parabolic. You know, I got a treble hook on this bait. I feel like the treble hook bait, you kind of want a softer rod. feels pretty legit on this bait, to be totally honest. Feels pretty good. The one thing I don't like about this rod is this freaking handle here. It feels weird in my hand. It's like trigger grip. It's weird, but yeah, Shimano Curado, not a sponsor, but feels pretty good. Fat largemouth there. Easy, bud, easy. On that line through Keitech, freaking smashed it. I was like, man, this pocket looks so good for a largemouth. Look how fat that sucker is. I mean, probably a 4-pounder. Pretty stoked about that. That's a freaking good one. Oh, pretty stoked. We got one, guys. That was the gold today. Pretty solid fish. Let me get this fish back in the water. Later, bud. Hell yeah, that was sick. Smash this freaking Swimbait. Freaking sweet. Kind of talk to you guys about this a little bit. So, pretty much, I took a WD-40 straw or just a stirring straw, and I shoved it through the nose of this bait, and I took, I guess, like a fast food straw, and I cut like slots where the eyes were, and then I took a razor blade and I cut out that slot. So now that my eyes are kind of recessed, the eyes are like in the bait, so they're not sitting on top of the bait. So, and then I added a treble hook. I mean, this treble hook's not big. It's a light wire, and that's why I'm throwing it on a cranking rod. This rod is, you know, pretty soft for the most part. It's a little bit longer. I can make a long cast with it. I have a bunch of these, you know, and I think for a 3-pack of these, I think these are the 6.8s. They're $10. You know, so I get 10 line through swim baits for $10, and man, it's I've caught a lot of fish on it. I know I haven't really talked about this bait a whole lot in my videos because it's kind of one of my secrets, but it's a great bait. You know, there's some other really great line throughs out there, but for $10, you can't beat this thing. I mean, it has such great head wobble to it, nice kick. You know, you guys know, if you guys fish Keitechs at all, you know how slow you can roll or swim this thing and how much kick it has. So pretty stoked about, you know, making this bait. Hopefully you guys can make some too, and maybe I'll do like how-to with this bait, you know, do it yourself, you know, so you guys can throw this bait as well. But yep, 6.8 Keitech, nice largemouth. Let's try to catch another one. Alright, the wind's starting to pick up, getting around this corner. Time to pick up the spinnerbait again. Water's getting a little dirtier. Man, it's starting to look good. Got freaking line slacked. Gosh dang it. Number 2, baby. Man, I just got bit there a second ago. The fish just line slacked me. Man, that one barely hit it though. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully it's not too blurry for you guys. But yeah, number 2, about 2, 2 1/4. That wind's probably bad for you guys, but number 2, baby. Super stoked about it. Smoke that spinnerbait. Hoping there's a handful here. I mean, just a second ago I just got bit. So, I mean, this wind's pounding on this point. Water's kind of dirty. I kind of wish I had almost like painted blades. Something to stand out a little bit better. I might actually switch here in a second. Something a little bit brighter. I don't know what I got for painted blades. I barely brought any equipment or brought any tackle. All right, so I added a little bit brighter trailer, and then I added a stinger hook. So hopefully I can get those fish that are short strike my bait, so I can get 1 or 2 on film for you guys. I was actually looking through my spinnerbait box, and I didn't have any white blades, so these are the ones they're gonna have to do. With this overcast right now, I kind of want something that sticks out quite a bit. This water looks like it's getting pretty dirty with this wind pounding this bank. Yeah, I'm trying to block the wind with my body, but it's blowing pretty good. Look at that one. Look at that freaking largemouth. That one freaking just line slacked me. Look at that bait. She gone. Heck yeah, dude. That's freaking sick. Oh, I know that wind is brutal for you guys, but not a bad fish on a freaking spinnerbait. Yeah, so sick. So sick. Nice. Solid fish. Alright, let's see if we can get another one. Man, that's how you want to eat it. Just freaking choke it. It was winding along and all of a sudden just line slacked me. Oh, that's so sick. I love a spinnerbait bite. Look at that football. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Barely got him. Got him on that trailer hook. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but if it wasn't for that trailer hook, I probably would have missed that fish. The thing's a freaking football. Almost looks like a northern strain, just short and stocky. Kind of looks like a Clear Lake bass, to be honest. Like, that's what a Clear Lake bass looks like. Freaking, I don't know, probably 16 inches, but it weighs like 3.5 pounds. That was sick. Oh. Turned out to be a pretty good day. Freaking smashing that spinnerbait. You know, my boat's in like 4 foot of water, casting up into like 0. I mean, that fish ate it in probably about 1.5 feet of water. Wind is blowing on this bank. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I know this wind's freaking pounding the microphone right now, so I apologize that you guys have to listen to the wind. I really am. I wish I was good enough to edit all that out, but I'm not that good of an editor. God. Hopefully that's all right. Look at that spot, freaking choked it. What a freaking spotopotamus, man. Look at that. Spinnerbait gone. Oh my gosh, freaking smoking it. I mean, that's probably, it's almost a 4-pound spot, or a little over 4. Freaking smoked that chatterbait, almost line slacked me, but super stoked. That's number 5. I mean, that's, what is that, 3 fish, that 4-pound class range. Freaking awesome. Was not expecting to have a day like this, in this windy day. But the water temp is, I think 59.3 is what I've seen. So, I mean, jacking up my spinnerbait. Gotta line it up, it's all bent up. Heck yeah. Let's see if we can get another one. Alright guys, the next spot I got, it's not any better. I know that wind is freaking bad right now, but I mean, these fish are up in that on the bank. So I got one more spot that's kind of close to the ramp that we're gonna fish. Hopefully get one more. And if we catch one more, it might be a good one. On that trailer hook, man. And that's the the trio. We got a largemouth, well, we got multiple largemouth, we got spotted bass, and now we got a smallmouth. The brown one wanted to play today. That's awesome, right at the ramp. You know, I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna put this boat on the trailer and then I'm gonna talk to you guys. So, man, what an awesome day. Well, trying to get out of the wind here, pulled over to the side. It's not really helping. I mean, the wind's kind of still blowing, but I ended up catching a few fish today. I looked at my GoPro when I put my boat back on the trailer and it said 1 hour and 48 minutes. So only fished for a little over an hour, almost 2 hours a day. So I caught them pretty good. Pretty happy with how I fished. Missed a couple fish and caught some really good ones. Caught, I think, 3 that were about that 4-pound class range. Thought I was gonna get another one, so pretty stoked about it. I mean, caught that one on a Swimbait first thing, which is on that guy right there. Just like I said, it's a Keitech 6.8. Made it a line through. Throwing that on a 7/8 10 to 20 pound. It's actually a cranking rod, deep cranking rod, but really like it for throwing these line throughs. The one thing I don't like is this trigger. This trigger is a little funky in my hand, but other than that, when the fish eats it, the rod loads up pretty nice. So pretty excited about that. Got one on that bait. And then what we did most of our damage on, that spinnerbait right there, just a double willow golden chrome blade, Chartreuse and blue spinnerbait. Terminator makes it. Throwing that on a Shimano SLX, not a sponsor. I don't really like to match my stuff, but happened to match this bait up with that rod today, or rod and reel are matched up. So not that I like to do that, but it just happened to be, what reel I put on that rod. But just bought this rod, by the way, just bought it and very happy with it. For the price point, right around $100. I mean, feels like a pretty good rod, at least a rod that you can throw reaction on, spinnerbait, a chatterbait. It feels pretty good for that. You don't really need a lot of sensitivity for that. As long as you can feel those blades working a little bit, you're good to go. So pretty fun day. You know, obviously it got pretty nasty out there. That wind was blowing. It felt like it was blowing like 20 mile an hour. I mean, the whole lake right now is white capping. But man, what a fun day. You know, I ended up catching, what, 6 fish. I had a couple other ones that I missed, but regardless, you know, we got 5 in the boat and fished pretty clean. So pretty happy with today. Only fished for roughly 2 hours, so that's all I had. Had to get off the water before it got too dark. But hopefully you guys liked the video, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Drop a comment, let me know what you think, and see you guys next time.